the staff required that I have a different current photo with my little mini-me. This is my son, Oliver. He is part of the in-office child care program and is 7 months currently. So he gets to have the pleasure of joining us at the office and is the CEO in training. I am Nicole Mackowski-Gladstone, and I'm the Vice President and Chief Communication Officer with the South Shore CVA. Today, I'm here to present about partner success in public relations and what we as an organization can do for you to get your names out in the media, on social media, and just in the community in general. To start things off, I wanted to talk about building events. And when I started this presentation and thinking about what's the epitome of building events, one movie came to mind, and I want to share with you today a clip from that movie. Okay, that's not. The other portion of the movie that I wanted to show was the manager. He's a reporter that becomes part of the management team from the movie, and talks about people are going to start showing up to this farm field in Ohio. They're not going to know why they're handing over money. They're not going to know why they're coming. They're not going to completely understand what they're doing and why they're there, but they're going to be spending the money. They're going to have the passion because the owner has the passion, because the owner's sharing the information, and he's the one that is bringing the people in. So that's where we come into play. You've all built your special events. You've all built your attractions, your restaurants, your hotels. And now it's our job to help you get the word out. We need you to come to us to share the information so that we can help you. We've had the opportunity of working with many wonderful partners, and a few of the partners that we've worked with this year to get some of the word out is Progi Fest in Whiting. Everybody knows what Progi Fest is if you're from the region, but we've been able to reach out to other media sources to help cover their event and to generate some new media. This year, with our help, they earned $37,000 in more media. Another event that we partnered with in a new way is Festival of Lakes in Hammond. This year, we helped them do surveys and helped on-site with the event. Through our public relations efforts, they were able to gain $18,000 in earned media this year. As Spiro took some of the limelight away, this year we really put media in a new light in our area. Through our actions with the local media, national media, and international media, we were really able to put the region on the map. This little statue that he was talking about and Scott coming and helping us unveil helped us generate $2.8 million in earned media over the course of 7 days. We had reporters calling from the UK, from Ripley's Believe It or Not. We also were the homepage on AOL as well as Yahoo. So this image of this statue with Scott Schwartz and our building were the masthead on those two main websites for a 24-hour time period. Last year, we challenged our partners. We said, hey, we need you to step up to the plate and tell us what you have going on. One of our partners really took this to heart, and she started calling us and working with us. And that partner is Becky Manis with Challenger Learning Center. They came to us and said, hey, how can you help us? What can we do? How can we get the word out? This year we were able to really help push her new summer camp, their second Saturday events, and their space race. We also have been able to help communicate out their newsletters, monthly emails, and we're working with them on their 15th anniversary celebration for this year. Because of our efforts, Challenger Learning Center has been able to generate $102,000 with 106 articles published. This is locally, this is with Northwest Indiana Light, the Times, the Post-Tribune, as well as other media sources in the area. We can help you all do these types of media relations outreach. The other part of our organization, and the biggest part of my job, is building relationships. It's building relationships not only with our partners, but utilizing these relationships in turn with the media. Some of the ways that we have that has media partners throughout the globe. So they'll call us and ask for, hey, what's a new attraction, or what events do you have going on in September? Or how can we tie this in with another event that's going on in Chicago? They come to us and look for information from us. We attend monthly as well as annual events. When we attend annual events, we take packets similar to this that are called fact sheets with information about our attractions, our events, and activities that are going on. And for these fact sheets, we reach out to you and say, hey, what can we highlight about your hotel? Have you renovated? Have you added anything? Do you have a cool package that's going on? And this information we give to these media sources, and then they call us and say, hey, we're coming up to the area and we want to cover the Buffalo Farm, or we went to visit a winery and we want to do a package deal. What can you do for us? So when they make these calls, this is when I call you and say, hey, we want to do a fan tour. We have somebody that's coming to cover wineries. What can we bring them out here? What can we do? So I'll go to the winery, but we won't just go to the winery. We'll take them to the new RDA projects that are going on in Portage. We'll take them to a festival or an event that's going on in the city of Hobart. We'll take them to Majestic Star to see the new gaming components that they have. We make it not only about what they're asking for, but we upsell it because we want to sell the region. And by doing so, we really highlight our partners and we highlight what you have to offer us. One of our newest media partners is Sabre, Indiana. Sabre, Indiana is a PBS show that broadcasts in 9 media markets throughout the state of Indiana. We were lucky enough to release 2 episodes in 2013, and we're looking to launch 2 episodes in 2014. What they do is they go throughout an area, and it's a 1-day trip. So somebody would come to the region, and they would look for things to do over the course of that day. They're looking for a hotel, they're looking for attractions, they're looking for restaurants. This last episode, we were able to take them to Jack's Warehouse. We went to the Radisson. We took them to Lucretia's, and they were able to do a 5 to 6 minute segment about that establishment to sell to people throughout the state. So when we reach out to you and say, hey, we want to bring this film crew in, this is what the potential that they have. And their viewership is in the millions throughout Northwest Indiana. They also have a web presence, so their episodes are online as well. As Spiro said, we may have had a little year last year in earned media. Overall, we generated $7.2 million. This is not only for our organization, but this is for our partners, and this is more importantly for the region in general. All of our press releases talk about Northwest Indiana, the accomplishments that we are having in the region with our various partners, the new programs that are launched, the awards that are being won, and we're bringing people to our home. So what basically my presentation is about is the importance of you reaching out to me. I need you to call me. I don't care if you're sending smoke signals, emailing, calling, whatever it is, we need the information from you, because without the information from all of you, we can't continue to have the types of media that we've had, build the relationships that we've had, and continue to move forward into the next year. So not only do we send out press releases and work with the media to have various episodes on television programs and those types of things, we also have our blogs, we have Pinterest, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, and all of those components. And we've been lucky enough to bring on a new team player who was not even a glimmer in Mom and Dad's eye in 1983. Mom and Dad hadn't even met at that point in time. So I'd like to bring out Tyler Malik to do a presentation about our social media component.
Hey, Justin, what's up?
Not much, Jimmy. Hashtag chilling. What's up with you?
Been busy working. Hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag is it Friday yet?
Hey, check it out. I brought you some cookies. Hashtag homemade. Hashtag oatmeal raisin. Hashtag show me the cookie.
Sweet. Hashtag don't mind if I don't. Pretty good. Hashtag getting my cookie on. Hashtag I'm the real cookie monster. Hashtag no.
Delicious, right? Hashtag I did it all for the cookie. Hashtag LOL.
Hashtag classic. By the way, did you catch last week's episode of Duck Dynasty? Hashtag quack quack.
Nah, lately I've mostly been watching Netflix. Hashtag Orange is the New Black.
Oh, nice. I've been watching a lot of Barney the Dinosaur. Hashtag purple is the new black. Hashtag I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. Hashtag I'm 38. Hashtag dinosaurs. Hashtag how do they go extinct? Hashtag meteor. Hashtag Ice Age. Hashtag speaking of Ice Age, I just watched Ice Age on demand the other day. Hashtag funny. Hashtag Ray Romano. Hashtag Deborah. Deborah. Hey, by the way, Halloween's only like a month away.
I know.
I mean, do you know where you're gonna be at? Hashtag life decisions. Hashtag sexy ghost.
I think I'm gonna go as a Ninja Turtle. Hashtag gotta be Raphael. Hashtag Leonardo sucks. Hashtag the turtle, not the Italian Renaissance painter. Hashtag Mona Lisa. Hashtag is she smiling? Hashtag speaking of smiling, I just saw my dentist. Hashtag bling. Hashtag dental care. Hashtag cavity free. Hashtag that's how we do. Hashtag we go hard. Hashtag we can't stop.
We won't stop.
Hashtag we run this.
Hashtag true plans for life.
Hashtag is it worth it? Or let me work it.
Hashtag put my thing down, flip it, then reverse it.
Hashtag it's Hashtag
Hey guys,
Yeah, Quest?
what's up?
hashtag shut the up.
So, I don't have a photo of myself because I'm 22 years old, and not much has really changed since I was 2. And as Nikki has previously stated, I am the young one here. But one thing that is changing that we know is the way that our community and our customers are communicating with each other, and that is through social media, and they are being aware with what's being said. One of the key objectives with social media is being social. We find ourselves at the South Shore CVA continually being social on 3 platforms in particular, with our Facebook, with our Twitter, and with our blog. 2012 and 2013 was a great year for us. We grew 119% with our following on Facebook. A big component to that was the fact that we run annual like campaigns throughout the whole year to drive more customers to our fan page. So when we're pushing out content about our partners, about certain events, certain promotions that you guys have coming out, we push that out to our community so we have our followers seeing that. We have a total fan base right now of 5,578 likes on our page. Within the past month alone, we've gained 1,834 likes since December of last year. So we're continually growing on Facebook. Facebook is the largest social media platform that we have available right now. It's our perfect target market for the mothers with children who do have some discretionary income. So they're listening to what you guys are putting out and what you guys want. They want to see it too. They want to see the promotions, they want to see the deals, they want to see the events that our partners have going on with it. With Twitter, what's interesting about Twitter is that Twitter is our personal platform for which we can personally promote business-to-business related deals. Every single one of our tweets in 140 characters or less are dedicated to the partners for the events, for their deals, or for their specials that are going on. And we also repeat promotion with our Twitter. So it's not just one tweet going out and then it gets lost in the blue. We're going to follow it up to make sure that our message is being received to our followers. We have a total follower base of 1,560 people that are listening into what we're tweeting. We're the little birds, we're tweeting out the message, and we're hoping that they're picking up our song. We've grown 52% in the last year with our followers on Twitter, and we believe that's because we're tweeting out content that's relevant to those who are listening. They want to hear us, and we're putting out the information as a South Shore Convention and Visitors Authority because we want to stay the premier travel and tourism bureau of Northwest Indiana, and we want to keep driving the content that they want to see and driving the message from our partners. We want to hear from you so we can push it back out so the community can hear back from us and tie it back to you. One thing that we're really pushing too with our partners is our blog. And what we're doing with our blog is we want to go out, members of our team, we want to experience what makes our partners the greatest community leaders that they are. So we're going out and we're visiting and we're writing up about our experiences with a bi-weekly effort. Just last week, we went to Lebesnick's and we experienced their Citizen Soldier Citizen exhibit. It was a very powerful exhibit. We blogged about it and we wrote it up. We also visited Tyler's Tenders in the past week and we talked about that. What's great about our blog is that we're tying it in now to Google authorship. And that allows our writers, our authors, to have a face to what they're saying. So when people search for our content, it's showing up on Google, as you can see with Miss Jennifer Rush they can witness who's writing the great content about their community. And with the content too, it's all driven by our partners. We're going to visit, we're going to see what you guys have going on, and we're going to talk about it just to make sure that our community knows that we're getting firsthand experience of what you guys are offering, and we can offer it back to the people. Social media needs to be versatile. We need to be able to adapt, and we need to be able to respond. The system theory states, in order to survive, we need to adapt. And with versatility, we're trying some other things with Facebook. Facebook is a great opportunity for us to do quick surveys of the community. We can ask them polling questions of what they want to see, what they might want to do on a Friday. One of our recent questions that we did was, what are some hidden gems within the area? And within minutes, we had 30 comments of people talking about our community, about these hidden gems that we didn't know were there, and we're polling them, and we see that, and that provides further content for us and further expansion of our local tourism industry. We have an idea of launching a county-wide scavenger hunt that would utilize our social media platform to help reach the hashtag millennials of this new generation. We want them to go out and create this tour that involves our partners so they can go out, search for stuff, and not only search for stuff, but are visiting, being a new face, opening the door, and experiencing what you guys have to offer, along with playing this little game that we want to create that would be through Twitter, that would be through Facebook, and we might even blog about it, because why not? People want to read the content. This is a day and age when content is king, and if we put it out, they will find it. As Nikki's flawless video earlier stated, if you build it, they will come, and we're trying to build a foundation to keep them coming back for our content with our social media, just so they know what's going on in the area, and we want to be the ones who are letting them know alongside you. We're cross-promoting it as well. So if we have a new blog that we put out, if we talk about Lou Besnick, we're not just putting it on the blog and throwing out the casting line, hoping that a fish is going to bite. We need to make sure that we put bait on it. We're using Facebook and we're using Twitter to keep pushing the message out. Not routinely, but just enough so that they know there is content coming out, there are new events, and there is specials happening within our area. And we're trying to stay the premier travel and tourism bureau within Northwest Indiana. And one way we're going to do that is by staying current, by reaching the millennials, and staying active on social media. Because again, the point is to stay social on it, and we are social on social media. I'm not done though. What I have for you is a quiz time. I'm going to throw you guys out a question. What star of the Breakfast Club was also a part of the original cast of The Facts of Life? If you get it right, I have a prize for you. Molly Ringwald.